So the next session for Industry Speech 2, Teachmint X, will be given by Swapnil, Omprakash Mandhana, Director, Learning and Development, Teachmint.
So let's start quickly. How much do I have? 15 minutes do I have? Right? Okay, perfect. Hello, everyone. Oh, thanks, ma'am. One. Hello. I'll tell you, ma'am was the one that anytime a speaker is saying something good, ma'am was the first one to clap it. Thanks a lot, ma'am. It's really encouraging. Anyways, I know that it's just been 15-20 minutes max will not take more time. And who says it's really difficult to take the sessions after lunch? It's equally difficult to take it just before lunch also. We know it anyways. So raise your hand if you're hungry. But nobody is. Raise your hands if you're hungry. One hand is enough. Thanks a lot. Okay, less number so I can continue. Thanks a lot. Anyways, I was continuing this. Oh, thanks a lot. So relax and listen now. Thanks a lot, sir, for that. Will not take more time. So the idea with which that we come, these are pretty innovative ideas that we, as the Teachmint unit, we have worked so far, and we have been constantly striving to work. As all of you know, this is really the amazing platform wherein all the updates, all the burning issues are discussed. There are different perspectives, as ma'am was also saying, which are discussed, and we really all come in one sync of solving it. So there is one of the burning problems that not the industry, but the schools have been facing. So as a trainer, as a teacher, even I was facing a similar problem before 2 minutes here. What if the devices don't work? What if the lesson plans don't work in the classroom? What if the instructional settings don't work in the classroom by the teachers? And these are the hard-pressed teachers who ends up in that awkward position when the management just comes in the classroom with a classroom observation, right? I'm sure everybody would be the evidence to this, like pre-observation and during observation feeling for the teachers. All of us agree to this? Yes, no. How can we do this? No one's going to respond to this. Hello? Okay, no, not you, ma'am. You continue, that's okay. I'm saying rest, hello, all right. I'll reduce the time by 2 minutes, and we'll try to wrap it as soon as possible. But as Teachmint, we have created a classroom device, something that you see is absolutely AI-enabled, it's cloud-enabled, but the central philosophy of a classroom device is different. What you're seeing is not just a hardware, but there are some elemental capabilities that we have created in this, which makes it unique. So just to give you a quick brief of our company, we already are present in 25 plus countries. And across these countries, we have been operating since 5 years with our ERP and LMS various softwares. But now the big problem statement that we have picked up, that this particular classroom device, do the parents have visibility what's happening in a classroom? No. Does management have visibility how many homeworks are shared and attempted sitting on the desk? Perhaps no. Whatever is written on the whiteboard on the device, can parents see that? Ideally in current environment, no. So this is a problem statement we have picked up. We have created such kind of device with the LMS inbuilt into this, wherein all your schools under group, let it be individual schools or group of schools you have, can come on one platform. One teacher doing best practice in physics in one branch, you can actually utilize that into other branch on a same panel. When we are talking about sustainable developmental goal where teacher is the most important element, we are giving that equipment with the skills and with the facility to make this possible. The LMS that we have created for this, we call it as Teachmint X, which has been given the leader badge by source4g2.com. So these are some of the platform companies which, based on the complexity of software and usability of the software, they rate us, and we have got the leader badge for this. The point I want to say this, the things have been simplified in a way that teachers' overhead is absolutely gone away. and they are more focused into executing for their learning outcomes. How exactly we do this? While the specifications of this device that we are giving to you, and not just for the schools, this is for the university, colleges, coaching institutes, anybody can use it. This device comes up with 8 GB RAM, 128 GB ROM. There is a cloud storage given to you of 100 GB per device. It comes up with 4K resolution camera. The point I want to tell, there are a lot of pointers, but the point is, anything that's required for your live class recording, execution, and the heavy and super videos to be played is available in this. You do not have to depend on any other integrators for the live classes, which is already inbuilt into this one. How exactly we do? So, understand, when you're taking this device, you're basically taking the connected classroom experience in your institutes, wherein your parents, teachers, students, and as a management are connected on a single learning management software. And your classroom devices are also connected to the same way. Let it be pre-class planning, let it be the in-class execution or post-class sharing of resources, or the management's real-time view. When I say real-time, I'll give you an example. If I'm writing something on the board here, and if I click on publish, as a management sitting in your offices, just on your screen of laptop, you can find, oh, this is what is going in the whiteboard right now in this particular class. So that's what we have solved for you. So it's a complete visibility, scalability, resource sharing across schools and across classrooms. How exactly we do this? So we have the Teachmint LMS. Now this is a mobile and a laptop version which I have opened up here. So every teacher gets access of this particular LMS, under which she has her particular lessons which are planned. Now if I click on one of the planned lesson, under that lesson, whatever required materials such as videos, lesson plans, documents or reference books, etc., homeworks, test, all these can be uploaded under the lesson. I'm not sure till the last chair would you be able to see this or not, but every lesson has all these components segregated. So what's happening? Number one, we solved that teachers sitting or the staff members sitting in the staff rooms can pre-plan their lessons. That's number one. So they do not have to carry any pen drives or any resources, no sharing, etc., digital resources in the classroom. They can very well plan this at home or in the staff room with their mobile phones or laptop, whatever you give them. And as they plan their complete lesson and they walk in the classroom, we equip them with individual teacher's LMS access. Now imagine your faculty member has walked in the classroom. They get to see their respective classes here. They have to scan the code or they have to put the code or use the NFC card. They open up their dedicated classroom. Everyone's listening, right? Is there anybody who's not listening? Everyone's listening. No? Everyone's listening, right? Okay. So now this is the teacher's class or the faculty's class. Now in that class, when she walks in the classroom in front of the students, and she clicks on her particular class and subject, she gets to see everything that she had planned in her pre-planning or lesson planning. Everything comes here in the classroom device via cloud. So all that she has to come and start teaching, as simple as that, she goes to a particular lesson. Let's say this is the lesson she's teaching. Now there is the whiteboard under the lesson. What exactly is this for? So whenever she writes anything on the whiteboard here, or make notes, etc., this gets synced on a cloud under that lesson. Getting the point? So what ideally happens? Everything and anything that you do here, like you saw, there is the new whiteboard created now on that date. So imagine after 3-4 months of teaching, whatever the board work has happened is properly organized and stored under the lessons, segregated. Not just that, if you think about, just a second. Can you just scan it quickly? I'll try, or I'll kill it once. Go ahead. Perfect. So under the lesson, everything is segregated here. Let it be whiteboards, or if you run the live classes, so you can even run your live classes. You do not have to, as I said, depend on any other links. The live class right starts from here. And as you start a live class, respective students get the notification your live class has begun. There is the option to record it. Any live class that you're doing can be recorded. And that recording is stored in the lesson. So the idea is anything that you do here in the class will get stored on the cloud, and parents, students, all of them will have access to this. If your teachers do not want this to be access to the parents, then there is a choice of disabling that also for particular class. So it's not that everything is happening will be a live CCTV to the parents. That's not a case. But you have options to do that. So this is going to make your classroom institute repository rich. It's going to make everything recorded as you want, including whiteboards, etc. And not just that, as simple as that, the tests. Now, whatever tests that you're conducting, especially at the colleges, if you create tests or in the schools, every test will give you the in-depth analysis. You can access it right into the classroom also. Let's say this is the classroom report that we have. Now, this report clearly showcases you what is the mastery level in every subtopic of a lesson. Not just that, it also shows you which are those questions which have been marked wrong by most of the students. And this is something that you can actually pick for the revision. You also have the students' records in this, but this is something for you to discuss with the parents, not to showcase in the classroom. So this is a per child report, which is in-depth report that you can get it over here. There are certain sensitive things also that we have built. It's like as simple as that, if there is any child in your school or maybe in the college also, then who has done something wonderful during the classroom. So we really don't have to wait till the time the school overs and school gets over and then appreciate them. All that you just have to click on the badge and the badge goes to them. It's like an appreciative badge. So as soon as possible, the badge you click here, the parents also get the notification, this is what the badge my child got today. So that's what we call it as the real-time syncing of the entire classroom operation to this. So like there is the option of marking attendance. So when you mark attendance in the classroom, it straight away goes to the parents and you management that, okay, this is the attendance, my child is present, and as a management you can see this class has this particular attendance, etc. Teachers don't have to come back and do the entire work of adding attendance later on. Everything happens right from the classroom. Okay, aside to this, we also have the inbuilt browsing capabilities which are created like YouTube, Wikipedia, everything can be accessed. There are simple things like, what if I write something on a whiteboard? Can it change spelling, colors, shapes, mathematical tools and all? This is anyways there as the part of the device. But idea is to take you beyond that and show you how the LMS is built into the system here, right? You can see here, when I click on the whiteboards, these are all the whiteboards which have been stored so far by the teachers or the faculties. So you have access to all this. And going to the last part, okay, we discussed about the live classrooms, attendance, we spoke about the badges, quizzes that you can conduct here, and more importantly, what sort of analysis that you can find out. So especially for the management, if you see, we have given you a kind of report that when you log in into your systems, you can actually find it out that which homework has been shared by this teacher in this particular class. You can get the details of the homework. You can also find out how many students and who have attempted or not attempted, right on the same day, same time. The same thing is with tests, notices, study material upload and all that. So we would request you to have a look at how exactly Teachmint X is built, not just in terms of the great hardware specification we are giving, but also in terms of how the connected classroom across schools we are giving together. And finally, summarizing this, this connected classroom experience with real-time visibility to management is greatly gonna solve that problem in terms of how can teacher really ensure lesson planning works out? How can teacher really have immediate resources in their classroom rather than worrying about, shall I take it in a pen drive, shall I do this? Rather than worrying about, shall I send this link to the parent to see the video, it's not all required. They just keep doing their execution and the backend technology will take care of rest of the administration of sharing of resources. That's all. We can go for lunch. Thank you so much. Let's give clap for all of you for sitting, listening, and happily enjoying the session. Yes, sir, please. No, it's each class. So the cost, we'll talk about that. So how exactly happens, sir? Let's say there are 10 classrooms. You should take 10 devices. If you want to take less devices, that's fine. It's a trolley. You can take any device anywhere. And on every device, we have this LMS. Any teacher can go to any classroom and log in with her ID there. That's how. So 7A, if I am teaching, in 7A, I'll teach. If I go to 7B, if there is no device, or in 7B's other device also, I can log in there. And I can use my 7A resources in 7B. So either you move the devices or move your user IDs. Everything is possible, right? Yeah, this is the whole device. Majorly, we are talking about this device, sir. But in case you do not want the trolley, you can have a wall mount also. There are different options to that. Right? We are available there in the stall. We request you to kindly visit at least for a couple of minutes so that we can give you a quick deep dive and maybe touch feel of the device as you go in. Thank you so much. Ideally, my time is over. Otherwise, I would love to take it more and more. Thank you. Right. Have good lunch, all. Yeah. Thank you.
So thanks to Mr. Omprakash, sir. And it's time for the felicitation. I would like to invite Dr. T.V. Christie, Vice Chancellor. So please come forward. Purnaya Ramajayam Institute of Science and Technology, Vallam. So do give him a big round of applause once again. Thank you, both of you.